So we are joined by the lovely Julie. Hi, Julie.
Hi, how are you, Dr. Bunde?
Oh, don't call me Dr. Wundi, please. I beg.
Lazima we put respect to that title.
So should I call you First Lady Julie?
No, please don't. Gosh, no.
But if you do not know, Julie is a content creator. I will let her introduce herself because she wears many hats.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Hi, everybody. My name is Julie Karaoke. I am a content creator on motherhood stuff, wife stuff, and just everything life, and also faith. I love being a mother. I'm blessed with 4 children. However, one is in heaven. So I have 3 active boys who keep me on my toes, but I love it and I love my job and I love being here. Thank you for having me.
Karibu.
Yeah.
I was just telling you that I had to have you here for 2 reasons. One, because of the faith.
Yeah.
And 2, because you're mama boys.
Yes.
And I have a son.
Yeah.
So I need all the help I can get. So maybe I can start off with the first element of faith.
Mm-hmm.
What's it been like creating content as a woman of faith?
Well, at first I thought it was just me being me, until when people now started saying, oh, I love Julie because of faith. And I realized, oh, this is something actually, it's like a niche even in this market. So it's just who I am. And I think I just want to share authentically who Julie is, and me, faith, like we inseparable. So that's it for me. But how it's been, it's of course not everyone has taken it nicely. I've missed out on some brands because of it. But then again, I've gotten so many because of it. But as well, ministry for me, the number of people who I have helped in situations in my DMs, the number of people who I have literally gone to them in hospital to pray for them and their children, sorted them in issues they were having. It's just something that I love doing, and I love what happens there. My husband is a pastor, and one of the things he tells me is that I have a more vibrant church than him, because him is just Sunday. Mimi, it's every day.
Oh.
Yeah, even at midnight, I'll wake him up and be like, this chick, her daughter is going for surgery. We need to pray. And yeah, so for me, it's just, I love it so much because it has gone so deep. And that's why me and my audience, we are so deep because, yeah, we've carried each other through really tough times and good times as well. I pray for people over their weddings, there's no ratios. I help them in relationship issues. Yeah, so I love it. Faith, for me, it's just everything. And I love doing it so much.
So I noticed that I've always been a believer. I had some bumps along the way, those fun campus years and whatnot. Yeah. And then when I became a mom, I've never been more spiritual.
Oh, wow.
I'm wondering if you've had any ebbs and flows like me, or you've always been woman of God.
Well, for me, I got born again when I was in class 3. So this is way, way, way back. And I knew what I was doing, and I knew what that entailed. But yeah, I've always been that child who's been on the straight and narrow. So I can't say, of course, I've had moments of, just being a teenager and all that, but I've never been on the extreme end. So yeah, till to date, I've never tasted alcohol. It's just those things that...
We did it for you, don't worry.
I know. So mine is a bit extreme. Yeah, but of course, I've dealt with issues now as bitterness, unforgiveness, which is still sin.
Oh.
Sin is sin. There's nothing like this is more sin than this.
We classify it.
Yeah, and which is wrong. Yeah, so someone would be an alcoholic, whatever, and then me, I'm just holding some grudge. So those ones are the issues I've dealt with. Okay. Really deep bitterness, anger, offense, carrying that, and feeling so entitled in my anger. Yeah, those ones I've dealt with a lot till today.
And what part of the reasons why I follow you is because you have that approach to faith. You have a grace to it. You're not judgy, like,
oh gosh,
I don't fraternize with sinners kind of thing.
Gosh, yeah, no, I can't do that. Because as in what? Like, even me, I have my own faults, a lot of them. Yeah.
What's it like being mama boys?
Hey, it's beautiful. And it also has its sides of, I think my rest is quiet. I like when it's quiet. That's when I'm in heaven. But now I'd never have quiet because I have 6.5, 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. So you can imagine, this older ones have slept. I have this other small one who's screaming and crying and needing me. So it's just always been like I need some time to just rest. So I'm in that season for, oh my goodness. But thank God for help. In our society in Kenya, we have a village. So I have that, and I am so intentional about it. So that's when I'm able to now even come up to a place like this, or just do my own things, do things that I love and enjoy. But being Mama Boys has taken everything from me, and so I have time to refill as well. But Mama Boys, it's not a joke. And also think even for people with girls, because sometimes, we might stereotype boys, but I've seen girls who are even more active than my kids. Yes, I've seen girls who Spider-Man on the wall, everything. So, and me, my firstborn is very calm. So he was that kid who lied to me that kids are calm. I was like, it can't be hard to add another one. And then, I got this ball of energy. Yeah, my son is so active. He's so loud. He's everywhere. But he's the life of the party, and we love him so much. Yeah, but now motherhood, it's a lot. Like, it's this one, cold, this one, diarrhea, this one, something, evil. Wow. Yeah, homework, things, yeah.
You talked about a village. Some women have to pay for their village, others, the village just shows up.
Yeah.
Which one were you when you were pregnant, especially, or postpartum?
Postpartum with my first child, they showed up. Oh, they showed up. Baka was like, okay, guys, I need you to leave. I had people in my house for 3 months.
Wow.
3 months, yeah. And I remember it was around election time in 2017. So, people are not in a rush to leave until now I started talking to my husband for, hey, now we are good. We kind of have the hang of this. Yeah. With my second, it was pandemic. So 4 children. Okay, so one passed away, but still after the loss now again, a pandemic, so I was alone. With the third child, pandemic, I was alone. My last born, I was alone. Now that one, I wanted to be alone. I didn't want a village. In terms of the ones who come, but in terms of help, I have 2 nannies,
wow.
which I say is something that has helped us, but it didn't come easily as well, because there's a financial repercussion to that. And also, I love my space. So you can imagine 2 adults, again, roaming around, 3 boys. It can feel a bit chaotic, but you just pick a struggle.
Right. And, I just want to take a moment to say that I'm really sorry for the loss of your son.
Thank you. It was a daughter, actually.
Oh, your daughter.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Thank you.
I cannot even begin to imagine that. And I actually usually whisper prayer every time. You speak about it a lot.
I do.
Every time you do, I just send you a prayer.
Thank you.
Yeah. But there's something that you've mentioned about having 2 people living in your house. That has been a great shift for especially my husband.
Yeah.
Because he's very introverted.
Yes.
So what was that like for you, having someone in your home? And have you adjusted?
So, this is many years later. This is 6, almost 7 years now, with employing people, and now I'm good. Now we can live in 20 of us. But the first years, it was so hard. We had been without a child for 3 years. So we were used to this life, just the 2 of us. We had someone coming in. And actually, I'd leave the keys somewhere. She'd come in clean. Like, you'd never even feel her presence. I'd find the dishes cleaned, keys returned where they're supposed to be, clothes folded. So it was that good life of just nobody in our,
that life is so good.
It's so nice.
So good.
Oh my goodness. Like intimacy is like ukoju, because as in there's no interrupt. Things are just amazing. And then when I was about to give birth, that was when we brought in someone. And I remember just the first days I was so happy because she used to work in a restaurant. So she'd have our breakfast there with eggs, fork and knife. And I was just like, hey, this is the life I missed out on. She was taking care of us well until now. She started saying, in her dreams, she's saying what? Then at night I'd hear things, movement. Yeah, so that's when I started now, oh my gosh, it started now taking a toll on me that this person has come with their own different beliefs, their own superstitions. And then the baby came and then they were like, we have to cut this child's hair. And I'm like, why are we cutting this child's hair? Why are you contributing to this conversation even? And then I don't know, he was mentioning something about the baby's ears. The baby need to pull his ears up. Weird stuff.
That's very weird spiritual belief stuff.
Yeah, she had to go.
Of course she had to go.
Yeah. The turnover in that year, 2017, towards the end, my son was born in June. June to December, I think I had I employed like 20 girls. Like, look, maybe not 20, but yeah, turnover was very high.
Right.
Again, adjusting to that. Even us, my husband waking up, finding her there. Does he say hi? Does he pass? Does he?
It's so awkward.
Yeah, like, does he ask her a question because I'm with the baby in the bedroom and he can see we are resting, but he needs this. So, do you know where my shoes are? You know, it was so awkward for him. And so, later on down the road, around pandemic, I was also expecting. I didn't have a house help, a lady, someone to help us for, I think, a whole year. And I was very heavily pregnant because of the whole...
How did you survive?
Girl, God, because I was so done with... I just needed space. And then again, we were still mourning.
Right.
So we wanted space. Just me, hubby, and my child with my big pregnancy. It was so bad I didn't even want a day back coming in. Again, also, it's also, you know, loss makes you fearful of everyone and everything. Then pandemic, again, I didn't want diseases. I didn't want anyone to die. You know, now this one's... So there was a lot of that. But I stayed for a whole year without any help. I was washing clothes. I was cooking.
And you had a toddler?
I had a toddler.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't even know how I did it. Even now I'm just like, I must have been going through it to make that decision. Yeah.
Only God.
Yeah.
All right. Today we're going to do something. I gave you homework and I hope you've done your homework.
Yeah.
You're a good student.
I'm a very good student. Mimi, I listen to my teachers.
Yeah. What was it like writing the letter?
Hey, it took me back. And then you see, now me, I've had how many postpartums? 4. Yeah. So I mainly dwelt on this one because it was very different.
This last baby.
Just turned 1 year. It's very different. Completely day and night from my other ones.
One would think because you're a mother, it gets easier.
And I think that's the mistake, right? Yeah, you think I got this. Yeah. And then you realize you don't got it. Like, you know, I had to get a lactation expert to come help me. I've never done it with any of my other children. Yeah. So it just shows you every child is different. Every pregnancy is different. Every postpartum experience is different.
What was the challenge this time around lactation-wise?
There's a condition one of my friends, and because you're in therapy, you would know that. I'd feel hatred when he'd latch.
Oh,
yeah, it's
right. I forget the name. Yeah. I'll get the name and put it down there. Yeah.
So just, you know, I hate this. And I didn't realize it was that because my other children have breastfed them to 2 years old.
And you had milk?
A lot. Me, I have milk. My freezer is like full and all that. But I would pump. I'm good. My baby was also born preemie, so I was big on that, you know, and I've done this before, so I know this. But every time he would latch, I would just feel it coming, and I'm like, I'm going to throw this baby. I hate this so much. I can't believe this is my life.
And it's only when they latch?
Only when they latch. When their mouth touches my boob. And I couldn't explain it until... It was a random conversation with people, and they mentioned to someone, she's like, you know, Julie, that's a condition. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. So she began to explain it to me, and I was like... That's exactly what I'm feeling because I have milk, I can pump. I've breastfed my other boys to 2 years. So I had to stop at 4 months.
What was that
so
like?
devastating. Oh, it was so bad for me. I'm traditional, you know, and also come from a very traditional background. And I have the milk, so please.
It's obvious. I
could not continue.
It wasn't good for your mental health.
Completely. Yeah. Because now it gets to a point now you're like, I'm not even enjoying this baby anymore. And I need to. So when we started to switch to bottle, it went back to normal. Of course, I was feeling bad. Because I thought he would prefer me. But he took on the bottle so well. So, yeah, motherhood.
Right. I feel like people say this statement and it's like sounds very casual, fed is best. Yeah. But imagine if you're watching this and you're struggling with breastfeeding to the point of your mental health is deteriorating. Feed your baby, whichever way.
Give them whatever they'll take.
Do you know
just give them because
somebody the other day
feel your love. You know.
Somebody the other day told me in a room. Do you know who was breastfed here?
Absolutely not.
Who was breastfed and who did formula?
There are all these rumors that they do better in school. There's nothing like that.
Right. I know as doctors especially, we are very guilty of telling moms, you know, breastfed babies. Obesity, what, and find the data is there. But we forget that there's a human being sitting in front of you, the mother.
Yes.
So that thanks for sharing that. And without further ado, we'll get into reading your letter.
Oh my goodness.
Read only the parts that you're feeling free to share about. Feel free to cry. We cry on this podcast. And take it away.
Thank you. I also forgot it. Dear Julie, you didn't die. I know you felt like you would not make it past delivery because of your blood pressure. This pregnancy was tough. Your pelvic pain, the high blood pressure, especially that. The intrusive thoughts, I didn't know they come before baby. They got me good this time, but I made it. Remember even the goodbye letter you wrote to Zanzan and to Zai? Telling them your goodbyes in case you didn't make it. And also telling your hubby how he would distribute some of your possessions to your sisters. You didn't die. You're a strong girl, a real Mwitwanduva. Mwitwanduva is my dad. You will get home to your 3 boys, with your 3 boys all together, and you'll be the happiest woman of all. Or so you thought. The financial crisis that will hit you guys after baby is here, because he had to spend some time in the NICU, and that was a lot of money. And remember, we didn't have insurance. That financial pressure will that pressure will make you have to work from day one, having to say, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, even if you feel like crap. You will have to work. The resentment you'll feel towards Pete is my husband, for not taking care of you at that time like you thought he should, because he has to put in the extra hours at work. You will hate him for that. The strain it will put on your marriage, you won't even believe, because all of that mental load is on you. What unfairness is this? Mama Z, tutapika nini? What will you cook? Mama Z, the diapers are over. Mama Z, Zion is having a diarrhea. Julie, our video was due yesterday. What happened to our videos? The delivery guy, Madam, why are you not taking your phone? I've been calling. My body at its 118 kgs glory. And the doctor's telling me that I need to lose weight because of my blood pressure. But it keeps going high. I hate it here. I hate it so much. The medication that I was given post-delivery are so many. I'm even having to insert some in my butt. I hate it here. My baby's still underweight. He was born with a nasty eye infection because the protocol was not followed when he was taken to NICU, and he got an eye infection. He looks weird. I hate it here. I want to go away. That's what I'm feeling. But you'll make it. You'll make it, Julie, because you love your boys so much. You will make it because Pete loves you so much. You'll make it because your mom and your siblings and daddy love you so much. You will seek help and you'll see the sun again. But just know I've always been proud of you, Mwitwanduva. You're one strong woman. Love, Julie.
I want to give postpartum Julie a hug. And you know what you captured so well that I've never shared with anyone is I hate it here.
Yeah. And you have a new baby, you prayed for this baby. Why do you hate it here?
And then you feel so guilty for even having that thought.
Yeah.
Thank you for freeing me to be able to say that there are moments in the postpartum period you're just like, I hate who am I?
Why didn't anyone tell me it's this bad?
Yeah. But we're here. We didn't die.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Need my hugs.
We didn't die.
We didn't die.
We didn't die.
Because I've been there like 4 times, but of course, this last one was quite intense.
Yeah.
But
I'm proud of you, Mwitwanduva. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You are not only thriving.
Yeah.
You empower people like me because in the postpartum period, actually everyone who I've invited here, I just, in that dera with my boobs leaking, I go online and I see you thriving and I see your boys. I'm like, Intafika hapo.
You will. You'll sleep one day. through the
sleep
night.
one day.
You will.
Yeah.
Your body, the aches, whatever, will go down. My pressure is back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a journey. You feel like you can't see the end of it. The pressure is too much. The mental load for me actually is what would almost driving me nuts because of all these things. And then because Habi had to travel and all that, I'm there in the house. This is over. I told one day my nannies, don't wash the clothes with soap. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do what you need to do, hang them. I don't know.
There's a day my nanny asked me, what are we eating? I told her, just decide.
Yeah.
You imagine
Whatever,
today, you choose, just decide.
Yeah, sitalika. Like, yeah. So for me, it was a mental load. It was
Yeah.
just too much. And at postpartum, it's quite a lot. And then you're being
Yeah.
told exercise. I have to take walks. My body's still aching.
There's one day, I don't know if you remember, you asked us, you put a question box on your Instagram and you said, send me a prayer. Like, what do you need me to pray for you? And I had so much anxiety.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you prayed, but I just wanted to thank you.
I did.
For being such a resource for me.
Yeah.
And you don't know me. You had no reason to, but you prayed for
I've
me.
I've seen you around, my dear. Yeah.
Thank
but I
you.
did because I felt, I think I replied to you and I know the anxiety. And for me, you can imagine also because of loss. I'm one of those parents, so I have a gadget that I put in my baby's diapers. So I'm alerted every time they don't breathe. It's never happened, but you can imagine I sleep looking at them. I don't even know if that's sleeping, but I am like this with my children. So,
Thank you.
I
Thank
know
you, Julie.
what anxiety is. Yeah, but you'll get to the other side.
Thank you so much.
You will.
Wow. What can I say, Julie? Your grace, your style, your energy. Keep going, keep creating content for us moms. And with that, we are coming to the end of this episode and this season. We have something special for Julie from our sponsors from Grounded.
Oh, thank you.
A gift hamper. And we just want to say thank you. Keep going.
Yeah.
Please remember to like, share, and to subscribe if you've not, and to follow Julie.
Please do.
At Julie K.
No, I am Julie K.
Oh, I am Julie K. Please follow her, and we will see you back in the next season of the Self Work Podcast. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.